With me shooting in the gym.
What's going on, folks?
Yes!
Welcome back to the No Home Thoughts Podcast. We are your host, I'm Rah.
It's Brah.
And on today's episode, we want to talk to y'all about a little something. How do y'all feel about expectations of other people?
How do you feel about expectations for other people?
Now, Brah put a post on Facebook that said, lower your expectations for people so you won't be disappointed. Got a few comments on it.
Yeah. Do you want to go through the comments or?
Yeah, let's see what a couple of people said. Let's start with her. I like not her. The one that said she was praying about something.
Oh, you talking about
with
this?
The heart, yeah.
Okay, it's a hey. Well, this, man, you go ahead, man.
Well, said, hey, she's speaking to him.
Yeah.
This is a confirmation about what I've been praying.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't say lower, hold on, let me put this up with my glasses. You didn't say lower standards or morals. You said stop having high expectations in people because we're human and fall short. That way the disappointment won't cut or feel so deep.
Right.
I love this. She kind of hit it on the head. I see like right below that somebody said not happening, but I think the whole point of it is like what she says. You're not lowering your standards. You're not lowering your standards. That's the biggest thing, or your morals. You're just lowering your expectations of people because because having high expectations of people. Because we're all humans and fall short, and that way you won't be disappointed. I think that's kind of like the whole reason, as like a defense mechanism for disappointment, right?
Right. Well, see, and that was the thing. Like somebody, well, he said, well, the one person, the guy, he's like, no, I can't agree with this. I can't agree that people set their expectations. They could set them just too high for people. You know what I mean? So. My thing was I said, and I replied back was, I said, anybody I'm connected to, I should have high expectations for you. I should. Like if we friends or if we family. And then he replied, like, I mean, not to get all the way into it, but he was like, facts, I agree. High is fine. But unrealistic is a lot of things that's going on in my life as far as like what if, you got kids, you got work. That's not the point that I was making. The point is that a lot of the times when we get upset with people as far as not lending you money or getting a ride or helping you, move, it's because you expected them to help you. Mm-hmm. That's the only way you get upset.
Yeah. No,
that's the only way that you upset. Anything that you do, if you lower them, then you put yourself, and it's sad to say that you got to do that. Once you lower them, you take the vulnerability away from the situation. Because I feel like a lot of times that's what always happened with me. I get my personal experience. That's why I always say that. So this not true, but give an example. So your car broke down on the side of the road. You call your boy up, your brother, your dad. Yo, broke down on the side of the road. Okay, I'll be there. The person that you call.
Your female friend?
Huh?
I say your female friend?
Nah, brother. Don't try to get No, your brother, your boy, or your dad. Now they say, yeah, I'm coming. So
I gotta disagree with that example.
I know that was kind of bad, but
all right, because if I call my brother or my dad and they say I'm coming and they don't.
Well, I'm saying the thing about it is but the thing about it is
unless they broke down,
because you expecting them to keep their word because they said that they're coming. But if you have in your mind
that they not coming,
I'd be good if they come or not. If they come.
Nah,
it'd be good if they don't come.
If I put that phone call in, it'd be best that you didn't say you coming.
Right, I know.
It'd be best if you didn't say you coming.
But that's what I'm saying. The expectations that you have for them, because that's why the first phone call. Well, I ain't gonna say first. That's why you made that phone call to that individual, like your boy or you expecting them to do whatever you need done, and now they saying, okay, well, I'm about to eat dinner. What? All right, bro. I'm gonna talk to you. See, he was trying to like what he was saying on Facebook. It was more like, I get that people got things to do in life. Like I get that, but a real friend or whoever you call will say that right up front. Hey man, I got these kids, man. I can't.
Which I expect.
But that's fine. I mean, but not if you gave me your word on something.
Yeah, which is, as people always say, I have like tunnel vision. That's why.
Yeah.
Because at least you can't be like, dang, he said he was going to do this. If I said I was going to do it, you bet I did it.
What if you was sitting around, right? So you asked somebody for some money, right? And I remember this actually happened, right? So we was in a situation that we didn't have no money, right? So my wife said she was gonna ask her aunt. Now she really didn't know her aunt like that, not that well, but they had like a small little relationship thing, and she asked her aunt for some money. Now, when she asked her aunt for the money, the aunt said, okay. When we get to her house, she said, I'm sorry, baby, I don't have it. Now, based off of her saying that she was going to give us the money.
That's why y'all went out there.
Right. So what if we didn't even have enough gas to get to her? Like we just barely had enough gas to get to her. And that money was supposed to get us gas and obviously whatever else we needed. We expected her to come through. And now she like, well, I don't have it. And it was like nothing to her. It was just like, oh, no, baby, I don't have it. Well, why would you say it? So my thinking is just scale back on people. I think everybody had to, you have to prove yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To a degree. You know what I mean?
Nah, definitely. You definitely got to prove yourself. But, geez.
Yeah, that was it was bad. We went there, and she was like, oh, no, baby, I don't have it. I was just like, she said it just like that. She was like, oh, no, baby, I don't got that.
Which is cool.
That's cool.
To not have it? No, definitely.
But we expected that money.
I expect a phone call.
Exactly.
That's it.
Before I get there, because what if we wasn't even driving? What if we was taking a bus and her money was to get us to the next? And people might say, well, you a fool for catching a bus. But that's your aunt.
You never know the situation. Like that bus would keep the lights on for anything.
But that's what I'm saying. Like when I always say, for one, I try my best not to put myself in position when you need somebody as far as like materialistic, like for knowledge.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You cannot give me the knowledge, and I'm mad, but you could get it somewhere else. Probably not that way.
Yeah.
But if somebody like if you money, car, like anything that have something to do with like materialistic as far money, any of the other stuff, and they don't come through for you and you expecting it, it hurts so bad. It really do. Because you depended on that from that person. And for her to do that, or for anybody else to do that, it's just like, you like, well, damn. Like you said, I should have got a phone call.
That's all I asked for. Like, anything you can't do, just be like, yo, remember I said X, Y, and Z beforehand, in a reasonable amount of time. Don't wait until you see me pulling up in the driveway and be like, let me call this motherfucker real quick.
Oh yeah, it's too late. I mean,
a reasonable amount of time where I can readjust my plans, give me that phone call then, and then, and then we're still on the same ground. Like, I still feel the same way about you when I ask for the bread if you do that. If
right.
Like, oh, something came up, blah, 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 that's cool. But if I pull up and you peek out the blinds and see me and make that phone call or don't answer the door or something like that, we need a cut button. We got to get the scissors.
See, let me tell you something.
We got to get a scissors button.
And I mean, like I said, it hurts so bad because you expected that person to do something. Now, what happens now when she got yourself, like for me, people don't come through like how you think they should and how you feel, for like vice versa. They was to ask me vice versa, I would be like, boom, I got it. I know what I would do for you. But now it's the tables is turned. Now I need you. And then they saying whatever their excuses, whatever, they just pretty much don't pick up their phone or whatever. It hurt. Like, that hurt. That really hurt. Like, you be like, it doesn't matter who it is. You question who that person is to you. If it's a friend, if it's your mom, you be like, I can't believe this. Like, it because it hurt that bad. Now, if you have in your head like, well, if they give it, they give it. If they don't, they don't. I asked Rah for $5. Now, if Rah want to give it to me, he know I asked for it. Now, if he don't give it to me, that's cool. I need it, I want it, but at the same time, if you don't give it to me, because I'm not expecting you. So now I'm not like holding my day up to depending on you to give me the $5. I'm going to ask you if you know what I mean, and I just have in my mind, just if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. I try not to leave nothing on nobody. Now, the people that you live with, I have expectations to the highest point.
That was the next question I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
What about somebody you live with? I was just about to say.
When it comes to like your family, as far as like, what if you married, but I'm going to assume like people married or girlfriend with like that's your kid's mom or whatever. Y'all living in the same. Y'all all living together. I'm expecting dinner. And guess what? If you don't make the dinner, if I'm coming home expecting, like if we just had a conversation, oh, I'm gonna make fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, and collard greens. Okay, I'm expecting that. And then when I get home, I don't care what your excuse is, unless it was life threatening, and I will feel very disappointed. Now, most of the time, it don't even matter if she was to make, let's say spaghetti, because you expected to come home to fried chicken and macaroni and cheese and collard greens, and you already got your mindset on that. So now it's just like, well, I mean, I'm a little tight, but I'm still gonna eat, so it's not that bad. But when it comes to the people that's in your home, that the woman that you with or the man that you with, I expect the most highest, and especially your kids. It's no excuses, and I don't care. It's to the point that we're gonna argue. I don't care. Like we're gonna go through that because I expect that from you. I expect you. That's how I feel.
If I come home and dinner's not made.
I knew you was gonna stop on that. That dude throw you off.
It's
It's nothing worse than coming home and she asks you. You come home. Let's just say, let's give it.
I didn't think you would want to eat.
Is let's just say it's 8 o'clock. You come home. You be like, ah. So what you want? What the fuck? What you mean? Do it matter? Like at this point, you know that I need to eat. So if you just make a grilled cheese, it doesn't like you know I want something to eat. So you should have been already prepping this or phone call something. Man, never mind.
The phone call.
It's just
I said earlier, the phone call. I don't care if you don't cook.
Right.
No,
wait. No, I do. I know what you.
I can't hold it.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
If something popped up and you didn't, even if you didn't feel like it,
right?
Make the phone call.
That's it.
Cool.
You know how hard it is to have your mindset on something
and be at work and be offered stuff, or yo, you want to order out? You nope. I got fried chicken. What'd you say? Macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and cheese.
And collard greens waiting for me. You bragging to other people. You go ahead and eat your whatever.
She got some mean macaroni and cheese.
I can't wait for that 3 cheese macaroni and cheese. However many cheeses she gonna put in this.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring it in for work tomorrow. I'm gonna bring in a little leftovers for work tomorrow. And then when you get there,
when you walk in the door,
you don't get that smell.
I don't get the smell. Then you can't really look into the microwave before you open it, but you still look at it. And you're like, that microwave look a little funny. You open it up, that joint empty. Oh no, she didn't want to leave it out. It's in the fridge. You open the fridge up, and you be stuck there. Like the fridge look the same from the second you open it to the 3 minutes later when you still standing there looking inside. Like
I've been there.
I don't believe this mother effer.
You be like,
and don't let me just go grocery shopping. Now I'm pissed. As I said before, I'm ready to take the groceries back.
Yeah.
I'm ready to throw the fridge out. What we need a fridge for if ain't nobody cooking in this damn house? Let's get rid of the oven. Let's get rid of the microwave, the fridge. We don't need none of this.
And a lot of the stuff is quick. You know what I mean? Like when you start talking about food.
I told my wife, if you don't feel like cooking, and this is a true story, make me tuna fish sandwich. If for a week straight you don't want to cook, I'll eat the tuna fish sandwich for a week straight.
And I agree with you.
And I told her,
I'm okay with that.
I told her that so she can call my bluff. Never did. Never did.
Listen,
make tuna fish for a week straight. I'll eat it.
Think about it.
Because my mouth has said that.
You hold on. You think when you make tuna fish, you can make enough for 5 days. I'm just using 5 days for work week. Mm-hmm. For regular people anyway. For us, I mean, we pretty much work every day.
And I ate that tuna fish in one day too.
And damn, all of it?
Yeah, you put enough relish in that mug. Yeah.
Oh, you're a tuna fish guy.
I'm a tuna fish guy. That's why I told her that. And she said, "Ill, it ain't about you."
Yeah, it's not. It's definitely not about you. Yeah, and most men I know is robotic. Yes, like it's not
tuna fish for a week straight. I'm a day 7. Day 7, still eating that tuna fish. But guess what? It didn't take nothing for you to make it.
Yeah, because you could just sit there and you just pouring and twisting. And you ain't got to do nothing because now it's made. And when he come home, I don't know if you like it on bread or like, what's the cracker thing?
Bread, crackers, we got some wheat wraps.
Yeah, some wraps. Like, I mean, at that point, it's to your disposal.
Exactly.
Like, how you want it. So, I mean, at that point, all you need to do is just like you said, just put it in the. You could just sit it on the table like dinner served.
And I'm going to eat it.
Yeah. I mean, there've been times I've been saying it, man. Let me get just lately, just been like, because sometimes it's just too late. Just make me a peanut butter and jelly.
I was going to say that next, but I don't think I can eat that for a week straight though.
If I had to, I will, but I wouldn't want to. I mean, because now, you're getting older, a lot of sugar and jelly, a lot of bread, bread and carbs and all that. But I used to be like a cold cut boy. I could eat cold cuts 3 times a day, 7 days a week. No problem. Have no problem with it. Oh, two sandwiches and a bag of chips and water, juice. I don't even give a damn what I drink. I don't care. It could be wine. I don't care. That's how I used to be. It could be hot dogs and baked beans. I'm so simple. I don't care. Like, it really doesn't bother me. That's it. You know what I mean? But it's not about, we just, I know we kind of like went off on food because he kind of made me hungry right there. But it's just the expectations.
But that's the difference in the expectations for people outside the home and people inside the home.
Yeah, no. I'm expecting it to be done. And you cannot have an excuse unless it's life-threatening.
And the reason for that is, when you want that fill in the blank, I already have it in my head when I'm going to get it, how I'm going to get it, and how many extra days I got to work in order to get it. So when I say come home to some food, I expect it.
That's crazy. I told a woman like a year ago, I said, well, who told you that he have to give you his money? Why are you expecting him to give you his money? Your expectations for him is for him to make good money and him to pay all the bills. He don't have to do that. He choose to. But you don't have to cook.
Oh, I remember that.
I said it before on podcast.
Yeah, no, remember, I forgot who it was. She one of the last people that called us up. She called us up and she was like, that's she ain't your mama. That's what your mama's there for. You ain't supposed to cook. Remember, something happened and it's all on Facebook, but I couldn't get the second half on the YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. And she said, somebody was like, because the person said, my money is my money and his money is my money, but I read it wrong. And I was like, oh, she meant, I read it like my money is my money. No, I read it like they shared their money. But she was saying hers is hers and his is hers.
Right.
Nah.
Okay, how's it that way? You expecting the man to take care of all this, but you can't even cook or do other duties as far as. So yes, the expectations, because it's high for a man. You know what I mean?
It's high for a man for himself. Number one, he expects this much of himself, because that's why we said a man can't be sitting on the couch not being able to make money.
For most men, that's what I was gonna say. Most.
No, that's where the man title comes from.
Yeah,
like, you
definitely.
can't be like, man, we ain't gonna make it. I don't know how the bill's gonna get paid. She's still working. She'll figure, no.
You ain't thinking nothing?
Yeah. So you just going to one job again today? Just one? Just one. Nah.
Yeah, no.
So the expectation, and then if you have male friends, real male friends ain't gonna hear that, oh man, I lost my job. Okay, they're gonna feel some type of way about you losing your job, but a month later, like, yo, Rah, you looking for a job yet? Nah, bruh, I mean, she's still working. Bruh, she's still working. What I need to look for a job for?
I can't do that. I can't.
So you gonna come do this podcast without a job and be okay with it? Yeah, don't worry about it, bro.
Yeah, that's well, these days, women. Well, we actually talked to the women that we did that live podcast with, at live on site,
live on location,
and the time. Well, when we met them on that Wednesday or Thursday or whatever day it was, before we got there on Saturday, one of the things that she was saying was, the older women were saying, they lower their expectations for men because it's easy. Like, what? She didn't say that that's for them, but she was saying it's like that's how women think. I'm like, wait. This is too damn much. So y'all lower your standards, your expectations for a man, just because you could control him. Like just because you know that he can't go out and, let's say, cheat on you, as far as like taking a woman out because he ain't got no money.
Take himself out.
So you okay with him just sitting in the house and playing Fortnite, or whatever, because that's what everybody doing. So if that's okay? She was like, yeah, women think like that.
Now that's a difference from what the lady said in there. She said you didn't say morals or standards. That's the expectation. That's a lowering of standards.
Yeah, that's
like bringing it way down. Like, oh, he ain't gotta have a job.
And that's how I think like a lot of people was taking it. Like as far as like you lowering your standards for people. No, it's not like I'm lowering my standards for people.
I want what I want.
Yeah, I want what I want. And
it's just I don't expect it from everybody.
Right. I mean that's simple for me. I mean, but a lot of people can't handle that. I mean, it that should bother you that you have to do that. But that same argument in your feelings. You know what I mean? Because now you feel like, well, damn. I expected my mom or my dad to do this, and you know they didn't do it, and now you hurt. Nah, I mean for me, I just go ahead and lower it. I mean, to save that's what I do to get through things. So that's why I wrote it. A lot of these topics, I just kind of, I think it and I just say it. You know what I mean? But for me, that's what I do to save myself the headache, the argument, or to the hurt. Mm-hmm. So I just was like, man, if they do it, they do it. And I mean, once again, it's sad to say that you have to do that, but that puts you in a better place so that
you ain't ripping your hair out later.
Right. If they do fall short or they leave you hanging,
you're like, oh, okay, that's
all right. You know what I mean? What you doing tonight? Let's, or I'm whatever. Like you can move on from it. But no, that's people better be careful out there. You have high expectations for people. You have a high chance to get your
disappointed.
Definitely, because people don't come through like how you think. And one young lady said that I just cut them. That's easy said than done. Because what if it's your mama? Everybody say, man, I'm cool. Mom Duke's cutting up. I'm cool. That's Mom Dukes. You'll forget about that in 30 minutes. Well, most. You know what I mean? Well, some. Say about it. You'll be mad. And sometimes it could spill over. But at the same time, you know you love your mom. You can't cut your mom like you would do a friend on the street or, a person that you met at a job. It don't matter. Like, I just feel like people got to prove themselves. And it take time. Consistency tell me that. Not once, not twice. You got to constantly do that. That make me feel like I can expect that from you. For the most part. I mean, it all depends. I remember one time, before we close this one out, my brother, right? He was at my house. I was living with my mom. My brother wasn't staying there. My brother came to my mom's house and was chilling with me. We was watching like basketball game, football game, whatever. And every day, every night, my stepfather would take him home, right? So one day, I mean, you talking about every single day, he would take him home. One day, my stepfather said, all right, I'll talk to you. My brother was upset. He ain't say nothing, but I seen that he was upset. Because he expected a ride. Now, granted, that's his fault. My stepfather wasn't obligated. But at that time, that's what happened.
Not that it mattered. Was it a far?
Yeah.
Oh.
You talking about, let's just say about a couple miles. Probably like 3 miles. He walked there all the time, but at the same time, that's his fault. Like you can't expect something even though it was always, done for you. So maybe at that time, if he would have lowered his standards.
But guess what? Sometimes when you expect something, it creates. What I was gonna say is sometimes when you expect certain things, it can. I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Shoot you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.